That might be my song of the summer right there.
It's not bad.
Guilt Tripping by Central C. Bro, I can't even lie. Oh, I gotta say something. I probably already told you this. I set Siri up. You know how much I hate AI.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much I hate like that type of shit, right? But I set my Siri up. And every time she talks to me now, my dick gonna get hard.
Why?
Because I made her the female British accent. And if anybody knows me, they know I love a British accent, bro.
Okay,
like, that's my shit.
You know what do that for me? French.
Like, speaking French?
Yeah.
French is such an ugly language.
Like, yeah, but like I don't know, like just like how they be talking, like best of me cool. Like,
yeah, but their voices are too
oh yeah,
like in their throat, I guess. You know what I'm saying? They talk like really deep.
Like they got like something stuck in their throat.
Yeah. It's a deeper voice.
Yeah, I don't like that. But like how they be saying shit, like some of that shit, I just be like, God.
I can't even lie. I don't like the Italian accent, like the American Italians though. I hate that accent. Like,
but the raw Italian, you fucking with.
Well, no, but I've never really heard that. I don't know I don't really know anybody from Italy. Nor is that really like promoted in pop culture for me to be like, this person from Italy, this is what their accents sound like.
Mm-hmm.
But the American Italian accent on women, that shit's such a turnoff. And it's crazy because of where I'm from, right? Like Chicago, everybody have not an Italian accent per se, but like the accent that's from there kind of trends towards that. Right? And every time somebody say that I talk with an accent, I used to hate the shit because I'm like, I don't talk with an accent. But Dirk said some shit like, she want a nigga from the trench, or she like me because I'm a nigga from the trenches with an accent. And I was like, you know what? That's right. I do got an accent. She right.
People like when I feel like that's kind of me. Like when I go back home, it's either when I go back home because like. I mean, I know you don't turn this switch off, but like, cause you mad aggressive anywhere you go with whoever. But like, you know, up north is aggressive. Yeah. Like,
but I don't. Okay, so I don't jack that. I'm gonna tell you why. I grew up in it, so I don't think it's aggressive. I think that's I think that's like normal. You know what I'm saying?
Right? No, I don't, and I think because I grew up in the South, like, my roots are Detroit. So, but like, I do see like the New York, the Chicago's, the New Jersey, like I see it, and I don't think that they aggressive because like that's what I know, like that's what I hear, that's what I see whenever I go back home all the time. But it's just like down here is so different. So like whenever I go home, like there's a Michigan side of me, but then like when I'm here, it's like South Carolina.
Yeah. So I'm just myself everywhere I go.
Right.
Like I don't have a switch. Well, okay, that's not true. Because if I'm in the right room, you're going to see a super polite white me. If there's money to be made in that room, I got to present it however I need to present it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's some people say
I put on my white voice.
Yeah, some people say that's code switching.
Yeah. I don't care what they call it. I don't give a fuck. If it's money, it's money. Suck my dick.
That's right.
You know my motto. Suck my dick.
Yeah.
I should get that. Nah, I can't get that tat on me. That's crazy.
Suck my dick?
Yeah. You just can't.
As a man, you can't do that.
Anybody, you can't get suck my dick tatted on you. I'm sorry.
Do you feel like when somebody say suck my dick, female wise, do you think they're being disrespectful?
I don't take disrespect to it, and I don't make that corny ass, oh, you got a dick? Like, that's not even funny.
I mean, that's middle school shit.
That's literally just fucking corny.
Yeah, that's an analogy.
But also, I don't really take it. If a man say suck my dick, like
I'm taking that disrespect.
Yeah, we on timing now.
Yeah.
Like but that's why I tell people suck my dick all the time, because I want them to feel disrespected.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I'm a disrespectful ass nigga, like for real. Like I love being disrespectful. It's my favorite thing to do. You want to meet up and die? We could do it.
He's not dying though. I just want y'all to know.
And if it is, it is. If it's my day, it's my fucking day. Everybody's got a day. Everybody's got a fucking day. But that's not my point. My point is I'm real disrespectful. Like, if the suck my dick don't work, I'll just slap the shit out of you. Like, let's go there. If that's the type of timing we're on, if we got some type of issue, all right, cool. I'll just slap the shit out of you. Now you got a decision to make. You can sit there and look pussy to the world, or you can react.
Honestly.
And I don't care what anybody says about like maturity and mental health. And this is probably why I won't go get help, right? Because no, but listen.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Taking the high road, though, just makes you pussy. It doesn't make you grown. You're not acting like an adult about it. I'll give y'all a prime example. You want a prime example? You think they're ready for the real prime example?
Probably not.
I don't think they are.
Probably not.
Trump yesterday. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all.
I know what the thumbnail gonna be this week.
Is it gonna be? Nah, fuck you.
I'm not saying it.
Fuck you. But yeah, I'm not. Nah, being cordial, being polite. One, it doesn't make you a good person, and two, it doesn't make you what's the word? Mature. It doesn't make you mature. It doesn't. It just make you pussy. Point blank. Period. I don't care what anybody says. Like, and there's certain situations even now that I'm a little bit more mindful of protecting my own life. That I'll say like the situation isn't worth making a response in. Not because I don't want to make the situation worse, but sometimes it's just like, over what?
Yeah.
You got to really get me there these days.
I feel that same way. And I'll be telling a lot of people, I'm really at peace. So, like, I'm going to protect my peace by any means necessary.
Oh, no, I go out of my way to make my peace fucked up. Think about it.
I mean,
just think about what we know is coming in the near future. Like, I go out of my way to jump out of peacefulness.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to make the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen.
Dum, dum, dum.
I just want to say that this potentially could be my last episode of Do Say Nights with LV. Not for any particular reason. It's neither here nor there why that may be. But it's a very real possibility that this could be my final episode. And I just thought I'd leave you with that because, I love you guys.
He not dying this time, guys. Like, I don't want to put that projection out there again.
No.
Because the first time I did it as a joke, there was people like, oh, my God, is he okay? What happened?
Drive by.
When is the
But no. I would love to say I'm joking, but I'm serious.
Yeah.
But, like, just, one bad day. I think everything will be all right, though, folks.
I think so.
I just love y'all, and I'm not going to walk out on y'all like my dad did to me. Whether that's my choice or not, Because leaving y'all is not going to be my choice. I'm not choosing that.
Shut the fuck
Other people might make that choice for me, though.
Yeah.
And then... But, yeah. I'm not going to get milk. I'm not going to get cigarettes.
He not. He coming back.
Possibly.
He bringing his ass back.
75-25.
He bringing his ass back.
I'm not telling y'all which is which.
Chances, I know the chances.
I just know, like, oh, man, not again. Oh, man. Yo, what the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Do Say Nights with LV, episode 87. I don't have anything for 87. I couldn't think of anything cool.
It's okay.
Letting you guys down again.
That's Victor. I'm Lonnie.
I'm no longer Alonzo this week. I got to be Alonzo last week.
Hey, okay, so, boom, I'm glad you said that. Sorry, real quick. Somebody told me, they watched the episode last week and they stopped me and they was like, I really thought your name was fucking Alonzo. I'm like, bro, I said, how the fuck do you get Lonnie? Like, I hear the line. I see the line. Yeah. But, like, that's just not, why would I would just be like, call me Lon. I'm not about to be like, call me Lonnie. It's short for Alonzo. Like,
it is short for Alonzo, though.
That's the most common thing that I get from people. They be like, is your name short for something? I'm like, the fuck could Lonnie be short for?
That is
other
a
than
good point.
Lonnie, like, but that's like I feel like that's more so a female name.
So here's my thing, right? I googled,
bro.
you
gotta stop.
on Google and was like, what could Lonnie be short for? And the only two possible answers that came up were Leonard,
bro. Get the fuck. Let me look this shit up, bro.
And Alonzo.
Nah.
I swear to God, I cap you not.
Nah.
I got Leonard and Alonzo. And so I was like, well, everybody be trying to be like, Leonard, right? I'm like, nah, his name Alonzo for sure. And until I'm gonna treat you like,
bro, get the fuck out of here.
What?
This should say the name Lonnie is often nicknamed, most commonly for Alonzo, a name of Spanish origin, meaning noble and ready. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, he's noble and ready?
And ready. It also can be a nickname for other names like Lawrence or Alfonso. I don't see Alfonso
at all.
No.
I don't see that at all.
Nah, fuck no. That's insane work right there.
But yeah, Alonzo. I told you.
Yeah, I don't see how. I can't seem to dissect it enough to be like, I can see it there and I can see it there. Maybe put that together.
I'm gonna treat you like the media treated Obama for a second though. I'm not believing your name's not Alonzo until you produce a birth certificate.
Bro, I will go get my birth certificate out of my safe and I will show you. Or my social security card.
Until I see a birth certificate that doesn't say Alonzo, then you're Alonzo. He be getting so mad when I say that shit too, which is why when I decided to be Lonnie last episode, which I decided in the moment, right? I was like, I'm gonna tell them that his name's Alonzo.
Stupid, bro. For no reason. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Also follow us on our page, Instagram, Do Say Nights. Follow our personal pages there, linked in the bio. We also do now have an X, which was also formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, they've known I had an X since episode 1.
Right, but we as a collective have a X now. So
I feel like they've known we've had X's for at least 10 episodes.
Anyways, okay, fuck this nigga, bro. I will drop.
Follow us on Twitter.
Right, we will drop the link this week along with the link to this episode. So be on the lookout for that. And Vic has some announcements for us.
Courtney's taking the week off, so
great. Fuck you.
So we had something planned, right, for Courtney this week, and she has some family business to attend to. Congratulations, Courtney.
Shout out to new auntie in the building.
You can't give out people's business. That's why I said family matters.
So
to attend to.
Shout out to the death in the family.
Yeah, whatever it may be.
Condolences.
Yeah. Or congratulations. We don't know.
Newlyweds.
Technically, I know, but I'm not telling them.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, fans. You can't have that information. But she'll be back next week.
Yep.
So anybody who is concerned that she's not here, like, she'll be back next week.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't typically give off days.
Yeah.
I'm not very good about that. The merch is actually, we just had a merch meeting prior to coming here. It's getting ready to go today. I'll probably have my sample version by like next week. You guys will, so as soon as I get the sample, obviously I'll start wearing it and promoting and shit. But that will come very soon for you. And then we actually have 2 pieces of merch coming this time.
We do.
So, you know, we're going to do that for y'all. Thanks for supporting. This one's going to be my design debut. I designed this myself. So if y'all don't fuck with it, don't hit me up.
I just backed him. Like, that's what good best friends do.
But my shit's
like,
fire, bro.
No, it's a great idea.
Fire. Like, my shit's fire, bro.
It's a great idea, and I really do fuck with it. So like that's why I let him take lead, and I backed him on the shit. It was just that simple. Yeah. I wanted to let him have control of this and just go where we go.
I'm basically Virgil at this point.
Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? Like,
he got cancer. That's what happened to him.
Right.
But shout out to Virgil. Yeah.
Shit. Talk to me about what your life like, bro.
Well, I thought we agreed that I would never go first.
Right, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, you go first.
You know what? I'm gonna say this because I do got some shit to say about last week.
You didn't even say the thing that you were gonna say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an announcement my motherfucking self. Fuck that.
First off,
Fuck you in the click you claim. West side, where we ride, come equipped with game.
Just stop right there. Just stop right there. Just stop right there.
You claimed it.
You see why I said stop right there? Yeah, just stop right there. You just stop right there.
Hey, bro, somebody has said some shit, and they've said this before. So I feel like when I sent you what I sent you, it was in relation, but then the response of the man was even wilder.
I'm confused.
So
it's not what I was talking about, but go ahead.
I'm confused on what you was talking about then.
Mouth.
Oh,
yeah. No,
that's out the window.
Just bring it later. Okay. Yeah. We can't let them think that I'm telling you like cues and shit, you know?
Somebody told me that I wasn't funny. And anybody tell me that I ain't funny, I feel like they lying because I feel like I'm quite fucking hilarious. Like there's a different level of jokes in my head.
So, can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
Every girl that I've ever dated has told me I'm not funny.
Mm.
You want to know what's crazy? I got people who watch me every single week because I'm funny. Bitch, you're not funny.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me I'm not funny.
So basically, I seen this post, and I'm gonna read you what the post. And everybody has probably seen this viral post. We may drop the picture here.
Thanks for giving me more work. Send it to me.
Yeah, and basically the girl said she on top laying in the bed, just laying and texting the dude back. Basically, it says, "You need to stop posting all those funny memes because you're not funny." His response, diabolical, like diabolical. Joker mask on, diabolical. He says, "You need to stop letting everybody put their meat in you. You're not a fridge, bitch." Like, drops mic. Like, that's you.
Oh, I didn't even know we were doing this today.
Like,
I didn't even know we were doing this today. But
that's you. Like, every meat shouldn't go in your deep freezer. Straight like that. But you know, I'm gonna digress, and I'm gonna let you.
Frog cup.
Yeah.
Frog cup. You remember that trend? I did that to somebody last week, and they didn't know what I was referencing, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "You're just too young." Because everybody should know Kermit with the fucking. I'll put it right here. I will literally put the meme right here because everybody should know this fucking meme.
They should.
It was a trend for like a whole fucking year. My guy.
Talk to me.
Did you see my baby?
Which baby?
My baby, Sabrina Carpenter's photo shoot this week.
I did.
And it has the internet divided, right?
Yep.
But I really wanted to bring this here today and say Sabrina Carpenter is a bad bitch. She honestly might be the hottest woman on the earth right now. And you want to know what makes it even better for me personally? Like why I really fuck with her and her whole platform that she runs on? She's very provocative.
Okay, well, let me, real quick before you finish. So you got Sabrina Carpenter here.
Yes.
Where does Ice Spice fall in?
I'm not going to rank everybody, but right now, currently today.
She up there.
Sabrina Carpenter is one.
Okay.
One.
I respect that.
One. And it's not only like her beauty. Like it's how she portrays herself. Mm-hmm. And this photo shoot came out this week. For her album cover. And she's on her hands and knees, getting pulled by her hair. And she got a collar on that says man's best friend.
So she getting walked like a dog.
Let me tell you something. I love that.
You into that kind of cosplay?
No. I love the confidence that it shows. Where she's willing to be quote unquote, and I really can't say it, but a whore. Okay. Right? That is what everybody's perceiving this is. But also submitting and saying like, yeah, I like to be fucked.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like and so I see one side of the internet being like, this is so empowering for women. It lets everybody know that we can do whatever the fuck we want, whatever. That's great. I see the other side of the internet, because if anybody knows me, they know I'm a feminist. Mm-hmm. I love you hoes.
I love you hoes.
As a feminist, I should be able to say that.
Okay.
Because hoes shouldn't have hoes, whores, bitches, slut, whatever the fuck you want to say, right? None of those words, if you're a feminist, should have a negative connotation. So, anyway, the other side of the internet's over here like, oh my God, she's so embarrassing. How could she claim to be a feminist when she's saying that she ain't go do this, that, and the third? That's part of it. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing I said with the other shit that I was talking about that I really don't want to get back into. But like, we can't be all sex positive. You can do whatever the fuck you want. My body, my choice, all that shit, right? And then in the same hand, be like, oh, whatever she's doing is wrong. It's ruining everything we're doing. That's what I hate about that shit, that woke shit. Like, that's what I don't like about it. It's so hypocritical because everybody can take everything that's going on in the earth and have their own interpretation of what's actually going on.
Right.
And this is her stance on, I am a beautiful young woman who has the world in her palm and can do anything I want. And this is what I want to do.
How old is she?
I think she's 26. I believe she's 26. I don't want to get that wrong because, that's my baby.
You shouldn't get that wrong.
Yeah, I know. You can never get your girl age wrong.
You shouldn't.
I think mine like 30. 30. She's 30. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. I just want to see it again.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say this since we on the subject of talking about women and like women that's ours or whatever. Hey, bro, you know like you would get a text from a woman,
yeah,
and it just say attachments or images or videos. Like you be sitting there and like I got a meme in my phone right now that it's really me. Like I be licking the fuck out of my screen. Like,
so you're just gonna straight up you just gonna steal my swag on mic, huh?
Nah, bro. Like, I'm gonna show you the meme, dog.
I just did the shit in your kitchen when I looked at Sabrina Carpenter.
But like,
and I did.
You did. I'm gonna give you that.
So, there's a lot of ways we could go with this.
Hey, like what?
I can't say that. I guess I could say that word, but you dumb as hell. You stupid. You stupid.
Every time, like my woman.
You know what pisses me off more than anything? When I get an attachment,
and it don't be a picture of them,
and it's just something dumb.
I feel that, and don't let it be in invisible ink,
bro. No. Nah, let me tell you about something that pissed me off. So I get this picture. I don't even remember who the fuck it was from. Honestly, it was like within the last month or two.
Okay.
I get this picture and it's I know exactly who it was from, actually. Yeah. I get a text or a picture or something from her in invisible ink. Right? I'm excited.
Oh, you about to go off the rails.
I'm excited as fuck, right? And I uninvisible ink it and it was just something stupid. Like there was zero reason for you to put this in invisible ink. Like I was mad, bro. I was dumbfounded.
I can't lie. Getting invisible ink, pictures, videos, whatever, like, that'd be life. Because think about it. Off the wake up, good morning, boom. Just wanted you to see me. Or, you got a fresh haircut. Let me drop this to you.
How do you feel about a girl sending you nudes that she's already, like,
sent to other people?
Somebody else?
I need fresh ones.
Okay, so...
The only reason I say that is because like I don't want to see what somebody else has already saw. Like granted, they could have seen your body as is, cool. But like if you take a specific picture in the mirror or however you take the picture and then you send it to somebody, because like everything,
okay, but no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying like she's mass texting these because that's
that's not what I'm saying.
But I'm saying like if this shit is from 6 months ago and you're sending me nudes, because I done had somebody send me old nudes before, and I was like, but who was that intended for? Because it wasn't me.
Okay, and I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite when I say this. I've too sent old nudes to somebody before. You a dickhead, right? But listen, hear me out. Like
if you guys want a hammer pick from me, follow my premium snap.
A man like
$10 a month.
Think about it. A man is not changing angles or anything to take a dick pic. That's the only thing that we really have to show for. If a nigga is sending his ass cheeks to his girl, like I feel like that's kind of like, bro, you on the wrong team. Like,
wait, so I know we went over this like really early in episodes.
Yeah.
How would you send a dick pic?
There's a few different ways. But like,
can I tell you?
No. How a woman, like women, y'all can get different angles, sit on a sink, be seductive on a bed, on a couch, on a fucking counter. Like y'all have different things, but a man, he gonna have to stand in the mirror or do a front camera picture. Like a man
That's not what I'm doing at all.
Everybody's different. I'm just saying. Like everybody's different. So, but I'm just saying, like a man only has like maybe a handful of. I'm not gonna say angles because I don't feel like a man should be taking pictures at angles.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the camera. I'm gonna put it in like selfie mode, right?
Okay.
Put that bitch on the floor.
That's too far away, then.
Nah, I'm gonna step over it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta think about like what you like what 6 foot?
Yeah.
Right. So like. You gotta think about you just standing. You gonna look like the fucking Eiffel Tower just standing over her.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
What?
But then you get like a snapshot
like
of
farther, the farther away you are.
Well, that's why you hold the Arizona can next to it.
Oh, I get what you're saying now. Okay,
you know
okay. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the phone is on the floor and you're standing over.
No, I am. But then I'm gonna hold the Arizona can next to it so that way she could like a reference. You know.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying hold it in your hand and then. Okay.
No. My shit just gonna be flopping in the wind. I'm not holding it in my hand.
You ever did the helicopter?
No. But wait, hold on. You're sending pictures on soft?
No.
I'm never in my life sending a picture on soft. You got me fucked up.
That's not entirely true.
No, dog, no.
Listen, hear me out.
No.
Hear me
Fuck
out.
no.
Hear me out.
All right.
I've sent pictures on semi-hard.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it.
And I'm not about to out like my penis on a fucking nation's platform right now. But like I'm a black man. And the stereotype of a black man is to have a pretty sizable penis.
A PhD.
Sure.
Hey, yo, hold on.
Hey, yo.
That was kind of gay. I feel bad about even saying that. I retract my former statement.
So, I mean, like...
Can I clip that?
Like, yes. So, like, I mean, I do well for myself. But at the same time, I'm just...
Now I know how you feel when I be sitting up here talking about having a big dick.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable. What we're doing right now is uncomfortable.
It's okay. We're best friends.
And that's straight, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I now understand what you go through when I be doing that. Because, yeah, no, that shit's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Any other person, like, we not sitting here. I would have got up by now.
Yeah, I completely understand it now.
Right. But yeah, I don't know where the fuck we was at.
We weren't on any topics. We were talking about Sabrina.
Right.
Which I'm gonna give her a PhD.
Hey yo,
Sabrina, if you see this, literally my DMs is open for anybody, but especially you.
Only open for you.
No, that's not true. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna start my relationship on a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, nah.
Right. Cool.
But if you hit me up, they'll be closed.
Real quick, because I know we went way left, like so far left today, and we was just talking about my week.
Yeah.
I almost died last week, guys.
Well, that's because you're dumb. And I stand by that.
I didn't know.
You're still dumb.
Okay, anyways, how I almost died.
Should have asked.
I should have. Everybody was asleep. And so I didn't think. I was also being a fat nigga because I was hungry. Close people that know me, I'm not going to go into full details.
Nobody knows this, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, very few people know this.
Well, it's very few.
Yeah.
Like, very, very, very close. Knows I'm severely allergic to mushrooms. Don't know how, don't know why, don't really care because I don't like mushrooms. I ate mushrooms last week. Almost took me out. Literally was in the hospital for like 9 hours, whatever. And He feel like it was stupid because I ate it without asking. Normally I do ask. What's cooked in the food, because anytime mom cooks, I'm like, yo, what you having?
So here's my thing, right? If I know I'm allergic to something, which I'm not allergic to anything, except for maybe condoms. Oh, I can start using that excuse. I'm allergic to latex.
They make non-latex.
It don't matter. I'm allergic to condoms.
Stupid fuck.
Anyway, so I'm not allergic to shit. But if I was, right, I would probably make it a point to make sure that shit wasn't in whatever I was eating.
Right.
It's kind of like when people that I don't like are around, and like I'll ask people before I go to the event, like, yo, who all there?
Oh yeah, that's a black person thing to do.
It's the same thing with mushrooms for you. It should be like, it's some mushrooms in this bitch.
Right. And normally I do. Like the one time that I don't ask, like every single time I eat anyone else's food that I don't personally cook.
But let me ask you another question about this, right? You were invited over there. So they knew you were coming.
Yeah.
And they knew you were eating.
So she made an alternative of what I ate. Like she made an alternative to that. And I didn't know because I didn't see it out. So like I basically got everything that was on the counter on the stove and I put it on my plate. But I didn't see this one thing. But this one thing was also in the oven, which I don't understand why. But anyways.
Just trying to keep it warm for you.
Sure.
It's called being nice.
Yeah, but like I didn't know that
nobody else is gonna eat that bullshit.
No, it's not true.
Well, I mean, okay, so here's the thing, right? I just imagine if you were a vegan, I don't think we could be friends.
Nah.
We could never go to, well, not even that. We couldn't go to functions the same. Because I'm not ever going to be a vegan.
I don't think I would either.
Here's the thing. If cheese didn't exist, I wouldn't exist.
Yeah, if milk didn't exist, I wouldn't either.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't, like, bro, I eat cheese on fucking every motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
Every motherfucking
And pause when I say this, but I like meat too much.
Hey, we raced for that.
Like, and it's not even like pork or beef, but like, fuck you. It's really like the
chicken?
fish.
Chicken. It's chicken, isn't it?
Fuck you. It's chicken, like turkey, fish. Like, that's just me, for real. Seafood, I love seafood. It's just.
You know what I could say? I understand why people think of me the way they think of me.
Why?
Because I be making jokes, but if you took the shit I said seriously.
Yeah.
But then there's certain people that are like, oh, you can't make those type of jokes. Like, suck my dick, bitch. Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Disrespectfully, I'm gonna let this shit be known.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, suck my dick and take my kids on your face. Because I said this a very long time ago. I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. I don't care for you if I fuck you and I nut on your face. And I meant that. Please.
I did say whenever the whole topic came up, right? I did say that I couldn't do it because it was so disrespectful that I wouldn't be able to look at the girl the same after. I 100%. Did I not say that?
You did say that.
Like, for facts, I said that if I nut on a girl's face, I could never look at her the same.
Because, like, who is this monster?
Not even that, but it's like, I can't do that. Even though it's on my bucket list of shit to do. I can't do it because if I'm fucking you, I have some type of respect for you. And if I really like you, like I really fuck with you, then I'm not doing, it's just too disrespectful for me.
So, like, okay, I'm not saying, and never mind. I don't want to contradict myself because I'm standing on business today. Okay, never mind. Fuck it. Don't worry about it. Don't even fucking worry about it.
I don't know what I'm not worried about.
Oh, fuck. I guess I said.
I was letting you ISO.
So, fuck it. I'm going to just say it. So, it's not that, depending on who it is, that I don't have respect for you as a person. But now I really don't have respect for you. But, like, if I don't have respect for you.
Okay.
Or if I do have, I'm sorry, if I do have respect for you, it's like, I just did it because you begged.
Wait, hold on. Whoa. Somebody begged you to do that?
Somebody told me it was their favorite thing to allow somebody to do to them.
well, shout out Sabrina Carpenter, you know?
But like also when said thing happened for the first time.
Wait, so that's the first time in your life?
No, not that. No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
But like,
no, I've never done it. I've never done it.
Really?
Yeah, I've told you this multiple times.
Like,
I was like, I'm looking for the one.
I'm still astonished. Like, damn.
There's a couple ones that I probably could have, but like, I'm still looking for because I don't like. I feel bad about it, bro.
Listen. I don't feel the greatest afterwards. I swear I don't.
Okay, so here's my thing, and I've had this very recently where like I didn't feel good after sex. You know what I'm talking about,
mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that. Like I hated that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm starting to think that that's edging more towards onto my non-negotiables in a woman.
What's on
like that might be like a deal breaker.
What is
nutting on a woman's face like during sex?
Why would that not be a? Well, okay, I mean,
I'm saying deal breaker. Like
I'm saying some people into that, so I don't even care.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's edging more so towards like being a deal breaker for me because like I don't want to do that to somebody.
Before?
No. To nutting on your face? Spitting in the mouth, like, you lost me.
No, that's straight. Like, spitting in the mouth, whatever, cool, whatever. Like, that is more Bro, if I nut on a girl's face, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do not care if she is alive or not.
I'm not going that far.
That's what it feels like to me. Okay. I would feel so bad about myself after that shit.
And I get it.
Because here's the thing. Like I said earlier in this episode, I'm disrespectful as fuck, right? But with my woman,
mm-hmm.
right?
That's what I'm saying. I just can't.
With my woman, I couldn't ever do it.
Accidental is one thing.
How do you accidentally nut?
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna say this.
How?
Listen, hear me out.
Indulge me.
Fucking a missionary.
Okay.
You plan to either nut on her stomach or nut on her titties.
Nope, don't plan on either of those.
Clearly, I'm not even just me.
But a lot of motherfuckers, right. People who aren't me.
Right.
Okay.
You fucking a missionary.
Yes.
And you plan to nut on her stomach or nut on her tits. Cool. Sometimes, and I can't speak for all men.
I actually learned about this week. And I'll give like backstory after you go.
But what I'm saying is like, you may be down at her pussy, just pull it out. Some people like to pull out right as they're nutting. Some people like to pull out right before they nut. Cool.
Pulling out right as you nut, you might as well just pull a me and just go.
Pull out as you nut. Cool. You may just end up on her stomach. May end up on her titties. If you're aiming for her titties, either the shit might bounce from her titties.
You might go high.
A little bit.
You might miss high.
You might go a little high, or you might hit at a perfect point on her titties or whatever, and it might bounce and hit her in her fucking chin.
Can I say something without like
whatever?
Can I say something without like you and them judging me?
Enlighten me.
Okay. I have never in my life, 29 years, I have never seen myself nut.
Huh?
I have never once seen myself nut.
Okay, let me ask this.
I know that I've done it.
Let me follow up.
Okay.
And this is it's not out of context, but it's like no homo. You've never masturbated?
I do it under the blankets every single time. Every single time I've done it under the blankets.
So like you've never visually seen yourself nut, or you never seen the nut after you nutted?
I've seen my nut, but I've seen it in bitches' vaginas before. Like I've seen my nut.
So you've
never witnessed myself nutting. I have never seen my dick produce
semen.
Yes.
Okay.
Once in my life.
That's kind of weird. I'm not judging you, but like that's not weird. That's odd to hear.
Yeah, because I feel like, and I didn't know that wasn't a thing.
Okay.
Until this week, I didn't know that was a thing. So one of my boys, I was working with him, real great guy. Not that fun to work with, but real great guy.
Mm.
And he was like, yeah, you know how sometimes you be doing like Spider-Man, it'd be like a web. He'd be like, that shit just shoot out. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was so dumbfounded me saying that. He's like, you don't pull out? And I was like, oh, buddy, no.
Bro, just be sitting there.
Like, no, I don't do that. But I've also never been getting top and nutted from top and a girl move her head before. And I always give that warning because that's kind of rude. So I always be like, hey, yo, I'm about to nut. Like, just so you know.
Who doesn't say they about to nut?
I don't know. You got to be diabolical to just do it. You gotta be. You gotta be diabolical to do some shit like that. That's rude, bro.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. There's been maybe 3 times where I haven't said anything and I nutted.
Like from sex or from head? Because there's a difference.
2 head, 1 sex.
That's insane. You're a dickhead.
Cause like I ain't gonna lie, cause I was so in the moment with the head. I'm gonna say this. I was so in the moment where like it was just going and going and going. And like the shit happened. She kept going, and I'm back hard about the nut again. So I treated the second time me about the nut as the first time. So she thinking it's just one big class.
I have no words. I have no words for what you just said.
It was just it was I don't know.
All right, cool. I've never once done it without announcing that it was about to happen.
You have those eaters?
No, I've had an eater. Like, bro, if I could give her a
gold medal, Purple Heart.
Yeah. And I'm sending Purple Hearts because you know that we at war.
Hey, yeah. Cause yeah. Don't call me. Don't text me. I might say yeah. No, I'm bullshit.
Wait, what?
I was talking to the eater.
Hey, yo.
I'm not talking about you.
Hey, yo.
What? All right, bro. Damn.
Nah.
A nigga can't say shit around.
No, you can't. Not around here. I was just. At least Courtney's not here to call it gay 63 times.
It was for the plot.
Oh, man.
Can we talk about something like just transitioning and like kind of getting off of the being disrespectful? Let's talk about how women are disrespectful. And let's talk about how when two people lay down, they have sex.
Okay.
The man clearly nuts in a woman.
Okay.
They produce a child.
Yes.
She produces a child. Sorry. Well, technically they both do. But anyways, they produce a child.
Yeah.
And whatever conflict, whatever confusion, misconception, whatever, falls in the place of one tiny human and 2 people.
Okay.
And the man just, whether he chooses to be in this child's life or not, doing the best that he can to provide for this child. Why are women so ignorant? I think that's a safe word to say. Why are women sometimes so ignorant to take from a man?
Okay. This is the one time that I'm not going to ride for the guys.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm open to listening.
Because I take myself into account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows I nut, and every single time I have sex, I'm nutting inside of you, or we're not having sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that. It's literally as simple as that to me, right? But then on the same point, even though most people might not know this about me, I take my responsibilities very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And so if a child is produced, maybe there's no contraception, maybe obviously there's not a condom, but there's other types of contraception. Maybe there's no plan B afterwards. You guys forego the word that I'm not going to say on here because we've said it way too much. And you guys decide to have this child, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a man, this is my stance on that. It's not 50-50. When you have a child, you are 100% responsible financially for that child.
Mm-hmm.
Because I say the word bitch a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like you are 100% responsible financially for your bitch. Now, if she's going to provide, if she's going to do 50-50, whatever, cool. That's a plus, though. That's a privilege to have a woman who's willing to work to meet you halfway. And that's a personal decision too, right? You can choose to not have the woman who wants to be taken care of.
Right.
I'm out here trying to make as much bread as I can so I can have as many bitches as I want to take care of. I'll take care of all y'all. Let me get 10 mil.
Okay.
Act like I won't be paying 10 rents. I don't give a fuck. what Jeezy said, ain't nothing to a boss.
I feel like I need a portion of that 10 mil.
This is, well, obviously. But, like, this is why I want to build an empire, bro. Because whether it's one girl that I'm taking care of, because if it's just one, it could be one. 129. It could be one. And in that sense, right, you're going to just get what 10 girls would get out of me.
Yeah.
But then if it's just a bunch of people a bunch of women that I'm not really accustomed to, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Y'all could each get y'all little shits. Y'all could do whatever you want, whatever. Go live life. But back to the child support thing, right? I think and I've said this a million times, if you don't want to wear a condom, if you don't want to have the discussion to make sure she's on birth control or has an IUD or whatever female contraceptives are out there, if you don't want to use a spermicide, if you don't want to buy the Plan B, if you don't want to go to that abortion clinic, and you choose that this child needs to be alive, right? Mm-hmm. That's your responsibility as a fucking man. Okay. I believe in gender roles.
Yeah.
As a man, you're supposed to take care of your fucking children. That's on you, dog. So don't bitch about your responsibilities. Like, that's, sorry, but we were put on this world not to be free, but to have responsibilities that we have to answer to and fucking do what we got to do.
Honestly.
It's as simple as that.
Okay.
I also think that regardless of how ignorant, how annoying, how unbearable that girl is, if she got your child, you might as well just keep her around. It's so much easier to put up with her dumbass and be in the child's life than to not and stay away from your kid. For me personally, I could never be parted from my child.
No, and I get that.
I could never.
What if you are put in a position, and this is now talking about the negative side of it, what if you are put in a position where she is not wanting you to see this child or allowing you to see this child?
So,
because of her own dealings.
As little as I believe in the court systems in the United States, and I have next to no faith in them, what I will say is that's the first route to make sure I stay here with my child. But the second route is going to be me just being who I am and saying that nothing will ever keep me from this. So whatever needs to happen after the court route, I tried to go the right way. I tried to do the right thing. If the right thing don't work, I'm going to do the wrong thing and make sure that fucking works. But I'll never be, me personally, you got me fucked up.
And there are some fathers that have that same mindset, but I just don't understand. And well, she wouldn't be able to relate, but like if we had Courtney here, just to kind of speak from the woman's side, but like I would never call anybody to really speak on that from their standpoint. But like just women in general, just
I said not when she's not right here.
Yeah,
because I would call her, but I know what she's
what
she's doing right now, so that's probably not.
But like just women in general, like some women are bitter because the man don't want to be with her. Some women may be jealous or envious of the next female that he may have, or even if just the man just want no dealings with you. And like he just want to take care of the kid. He just want to be there and set an example and be a role model to this child. It's like you pulling him away.
So how do you feel about the Anthony Edwards situation?
Him paying the 18 years up?
Yeah. Him paying the 18 years in full and saying, I don't want nothing to do with this kid.
I feel like, so financially he supported and provided for that child. I will give him that.
So he fulfilled his responsibility.
So he fulfilled his financial responsibility.
He fulfilled his financial responsibility.
But when it comes to a mental, emotional, and physical role as a father, I don't feel as if he fulfilled his role. And I'm going to tell you, because every boy or girl, they need that male role.
You already know my stance on this.
I do.
I do believe that both are important, right? I think for
100%,
especially for girls, it's responsible just based upon you're not gonna let anybody treat you any type of way. You're gonna it's
as a woman, as a girl going into a grown woman, your father is supposed to be your first love.
Yes, very very important. So I'm not gonna take that away from women, but I do think it is more important to boys.
It is
to have their father in life, only because, and I've said this a million times on this podcast, a woman cannot teach you how to be a man.
Not at all.
And as a boy, if you do not have a father in your life to teach you how to be a man, you will search answers from other places, and those other places might not always be great.
Yeah.
That's why you might turn into a little gangster crash out who kill everybody. Right?
That is true.
That might be why, not might be, that's why a lot of these young, and I'm just going to say this right now, disproportionately, Hispanics and black fathers leave their sons and daughters. Disproportionately. Yeah. It happens across the board, but disproportionately in our communities, it happens. Why do you, and I'm just gonna leave this for the floor. You don't have to answer this, but why do you who are watching this think that minorities, and when I say minorities, I'm not talking about really Asians really, but like Hispanics and black people contribute to the majority of gang violence in this country?
They feel like that's a safe haven.
No. Well, yes. But also, that's as a majority who don't have their dad. Mm-hmm. They don't have a man to be there to show them, son, this is how you be a man. And so they seek out a man, any other grown man. And then and when you're growing up in poverty, because 50% of the income isn't there, right? What do you have to look up to? These gang leaders.
These gangs, yeah.
These 18-year-old gangbangers, these 21-year-old gangbangers, whatever, however old these gangbangers are, right? And you gonna go join that gang because you want to be like, you want to be a man. You want to be like the guys in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
This is who I aspire to be. This is who I grew up to be.
Or they think because, like you said, living in poverty is hard. If you know what it is and you know how people that grow up in that like are.
My mom said I'm not allowed to admit that. She said she's gonna close like me if I tell the truth.
But like a lot of those people, a lot of the boys end up being hustlers, drug dealers, like whatever. And so like they think, oh, I gotta provide this for my mom's. I gotta make sure she got this for the bills. I gotta make sure I'm the man in the house.
Because what a lot of women don't understand is the overwhelming responsibility that comes just from being born a boy, right? That I have to provide for my mom, who's been doing everything for me my whole life. And I got to provide, once you start getting older, I got to provide for this woman that I want to be my family.
Yeah.
That's just, it's natural instinct. I can't, maybe it's just because everything that the society has told me my whole life is that this is what you need to be, this is what you need to do. But in the back of my head, no matter what, I'm always like, yo, how the fuck do I get to it? So that way I could provide for every woman in my life.
Yeah, and like it gets to a point like, and me personally, and I think I've said this a few times, but I genuinely hate it. Like hearing the saying of it's hard being born a boy into a man, or it's waking up every day and being a man or a black man. It's hard. Being a man in general is hard. You got all this weight on your shoulders, on your back for the people you love, your life. You got to worry about yourself. And you also you're not taking time for yourself. You're not thinking about yourself mentally. You're not thinking about yourself emotionally. And like there's a stereotype going around, like, or it's been going around, but like a man should just have to suck his emotions up and just keep pushing because he a man. What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, so in certain situations I agree with that. In certain situations I don't, right? If you are a man out here on your own and you don't have any other responsibilities, then no, I don't agree you have to suck your emotions up or whatever. But when you have somebody looking up to you, that is yours, right? Or maybe not. But when you have somebody looking up to you, you can't always react emotionally, and you can't always take care of everything emotionally. Because once you have this young child, you now have to teach them right from wrong, correct? So every day you're not going to be perfect, but every day your goal should be, I want to teach this young one what it is to be either a man or a woman or whatever the case may be. But that becomes your responsibility now to be like, I'm going to show you the way. And so sometimes you're going to have to eat your emotions. Sometimes you might be upset about something, but you can't show them. And I feel the same thing when you're in a relationship too. Like sometimes you might be upset about something, but you can't show your girl that. Because let's say, for instance, right? Let's say you about to crash out about something that a woman would consider dumb, but as we know, some shit is just respect. Like sometimes I gotta crash out over respect, right? You might not always be able to show your girl that because to her, she's not gonna get it. She's not gonna understand it. And her not getting it or understanding it is gonna make it even worse for you.
But I also, like I've said time and time again, I think it's not about what you say, but how you say it. So like, say you are about to crash out. Cool. Your girl there, your son there, your daughter there, whomever, somebody that's close to you within your certain family, and you can be like, either one, I don't want to talk about this right now. I need to chill out, cool down. Because you could say something angrily, but not mean it in the same way when you say it in a calm state. So it's like one of those things, like it's how you say things, it's not about what you say. Sometimes it can be that. But like most times it's not what you say, it's how you say it though.
I agree, but sometimes the best answer is no answer at all. Sometimes the best reaction is no reaction at all, right?
And some people say no answer is an answer and it's not always good.
And that's fair.
Right.
And that's fair. But you cannot always display your emotions as a man because it takes more of a toll. It takes more of a toll on everybody around you. I don't have a dad to talk about this with, but like for somebody with a dad, if you seen your dad cry, that's gonna take a toll on you, right? Because your dad's tough, he's strong.
Allegedly.
But most people think that about their dad.
Right.
And so to see that grown man cry is kind of like off-putting almost.
I feel like in a way it's still like strength, power.
Okay, but also I think being grown, you have to realize what your emotions do to everybody around you. Now, you could just be somebody like me who just doesn't give a fuck, but there's also, I don't have a reason yet to give a fuck. Because had I had a reason, a lot of things that played out wouldn't played out like they did. Right now, I'm still in the boat where I could put me first. But there comes a point in every single person's life that you're no longer allowed to put you first. And that's like the time when you find out what's really real, what's really fake.
Right.
Right now, we're both speaking from a position of privilege. And I tell people all the time that they speak from a position of privilege. Because right now, we're privileged enough to not have to know what it's like to put somebody else first. Now, we could have chose to do that. There's an instance that I can think of right off the top of my head, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, where I chose to put somebody else first.
Yeah.
But that was a choice. As a grown man, at a certain point in your life, you're going to be forced. Well, not necessarily. You can choose the easy route.
Yeah.
You can choose the easy route. There's plenty of people who choose the easy route. But if you want to be in your children's life, you're going to have to realize that you have to be second. You're not first anymore.
Not to the woman, no.
No, not to yourself.
That too.
Fuck everybody else in this world.
And family's supposed to come before yourself.
Yeah. That's a belief of mine.
That's a belief of mine. Your extended family, or whether it's your own family that you built.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with extended family should come before you, but anything that's your lineage has the same blood as you, I'll agree with that.
I don't mean like cousin, aunt, uncle. I mean like mom, dad, sister, brother.
I don't think that's extended though. I think that's immediate.
Well,
it's just it's above you in the
line. So I break it up differently. So I feel like once you have your own family, like that you built, wife, kids, whatever, I feel like that's now your immediate. I'm not downplaying mom, dad, sister, brother as your immediate, but I feel like if they are their like second level immediate to what you have now. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, I don't think that's a thing, right?
Okay.
So like, for instance, for me, for example, when I have a wife and a child, I still have a mother and a brother.
For sure.
Right? And as much as I need to be there and be present for my wife and my child, I also need to be on standby if my mother or my brother ever needed anything from me. Now, obviously, both of them are in amazing positions in life where they'll probably never need anything from me.
Mm-hmm.
Other than like maybe calling me and being like, hey, I just need to talk.
Right.
Right? But other than that, they'll probably never need anything from me. And if they did, obviously I would make it happen. But I would still hold that in the same regard if my wife or my child needed something. Because any of that regard, right? It clicks something in my head like, yo, get this done, bro. I don't care what you have to do to get this done. Get this done.
Yeah.
But my immediate family now and in the future is always going to be the most important thing to me. I know most people will say God, immediate family, anything else, right? Whatever anything else is. To me personally, I got my immediate family on top. And then I got my business and everything I'm doing with it second.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal list. If you don't agree with it, I don't care. You don't live my life. You're not with me on the day-to-day. I could give a fuck less about what anybody who is outside of my life thinks about me. And that's just facts.
I feel that.
And the reason I don't put God or whatever your religious might be is because that is not currently on the earth with me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I will worry about that on the day that I have to worry about that.
Right.
Today I have to worry about what is right here in front of me. And immediate family is one, and everything I'm doing on this earth to try to cement my legacy is two. I'm never saying sorry for that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm never saying sorry for that.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
But I think if you are bold enough to make a conscious decision, to have a child with a woman, then you need to be bold enough to also figure out your life to the point where you can provide financially for this child.
Yeah.
So I don't care what hardships men go through with child support. I don't. You made that decision. Maybe she also made that decision, but you guys know that I'm all about double standards and gender roles, and this one I'm gonna get on the guy's ass.
Yeah.
If you ain't want that responsibility, you shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna take it even a step further. If you don't want that responsibility, you should not be fucking. Whether you use the condom or not, whether you buy the plan B or not, if you don't want these consequences, then don't take the action. Every action has consequences. You might have tried to prevent it, but guess what? If it ain't work, it ain't work. That's your fault because you took the actions. That's like me trying to go and cover up a crime and still getting caught for that crime and then being like, well, I protected myself from getting caught from this crime. I shouldn't have to serve the jail sentence. Nah. That's why I don't believe in snitching though. Because if you did some shit
Own it.
Not even that, but if there's consequences attached to it,
just take it.
That's yours, dog.
Yeah.
You a grown ass man. You decided to make that choice. Whatever the consequences that may be, whether that's a child, whether that's a prison sentence, whether that's you getting punched in your fucking mouth for talking too much, you have to own that too. You owned the fucking choice. It's as simple as that to me. That's something that was instilled from me from a very young age. Every action has a reaction, and you have to be able to live with it. So before you think, oh, this is a bad bitch, I need to get a nut inside of her. Oh, man, I ain't fucked in a minute. Let me fuck this bitch, right? Think about what comes with that. And if you can, like me, just blanket it, because I blanketed it, right? If I do this action and this is the consequence, I'm cool with it. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I am not worried an ounce. But I've already come to terms with that. If that happens, it happens. And I've been thinking that since the earliest age. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, shit.
You gotta let it happen.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do?
Can't go back on it.
Exactly. Well, I mean, technically you could.
I mean, yeah, but
technically you could.
Yeah.
I think our young men need to just be made more aware.
Just be more mindful.
Be more present in the moment.
That's
Take
it.
every decision as that. You're making a choice. And that's literally what a decision is. But most people like to try to play victim to their own decisions.
Mm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, most people like to make a decision and then it's kind of like, well, why the fuck is this? Why am I getting this reaction from this? That's not the way the world works. I'm sorry. You were put on this world to play this game, right? And this game came with rules. And if you can't follow the fucking rules, well,
I don't know what to tell you.
nah, you might have to get yourself out of here, though.
You gotta figure that shit out on your own.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we just call it quits for today, I got a genuine question. So, there was this controversy a while ago.
Controversial.
That I genuinely want to know your opinion on. And I feel like I know your opinion, but I'm going to let you answer this shit. Mm-hmm. So, like, if it came down to it, let's say Vic married this very nice, beautiful woman.
Okay.
Hopefully y'all had a couple kids. Or okay. let's just call it one for right now.
One kid, okay, cool.
Let's call it one. We don't know yet.
Okay.
But let's just say me and you just sitting there just chopping it up one day, having a glass of Douce. And I'm like, Vic, this baby come out, whether it's a boy or girl, how are you going to handle if your son grows up to be a gay man?
Okay.
Or your daughter grows up to be a whore? Which would you rather have in life?
Okay.
And no, it ain't no...
I can't... No, I know I have to choose.
Right.
I know I have to choose, right? Me, given my beliefs,
okay,
I think that it is more acceptable to have a whore daughter than a gay son. Because I feel like the whore daughter, and don't take this out of context when I say it, is more natural than the gay son. Because at that point, at least she's still procreating with
her sexuality.
Well, what she's supposed to be procreating with. They're gonna kill me for that.
I was gonna say what she was programmed.
I mean, yeah, that's fair too.
Sure.
But
right.
They're gonna kill me for that because they're gonna say that I hate gays again, which I don't. But like, okay, so let's say for instance I had to have a gay son, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know as younger men, we always on this shit like, oh, if I got a gay son, I'm disowning that motherfucker. I don't think I disown him, but like, I feel like our dynamic would change.
I feel like there's levels to being
I wouldn't be able
man.
to. I wouldn't be able to see him the same no more.
Sure, you're right.
I wouldn't.
You're right. No, you're right.
I don't think there should really be an issue with that. Just the respect between me and my son would be a little bit different. Because the first thing I would think was like, yo, dog, like, how your dad is who your dad is, and then you don't like bitches. Like, what's going on?
Right, you got Mr. Bitches, and then you got Mr. Niggas. Nah. Whoa,
hold on. I just thought of some shit. Hold on. Like, oh, this is gonna sound.
Hey, yo.
So, like, we took over both sides of the game, huh? Like, we a legend in 2 games, huh? Hold on, you might be talking me into this.
Hey, yo. I just, me personally, with the whole controversy.
I love the me personally that we do. Because we say me personally and we still get killed for it. So we might as well just not preface it with that.
So I'm going to say this.
All right.
I personally would have the gay son.
We don't even have a button for what on it. That's crazy, bro.
As a father,
crazy,
as
dog.
a dad, as somebody that would have a daughter, you know, my words be getting me fucked up because I think one day, I know I'm getting off track. Somebody said something about me saying like, they thought I had a kid because of something I said. And I'm like,
wait, you still like worry about what people think about what we say on here?
No, I don't really care because I know it's all content.
Yeah, pod
but
tent.
Like, yeah. Anyways, so like, I just can't see myself because like, think about it. Thinking about hearing the football team ran a train on your daughter.
Okay, but just because your daughter is a whore doesn't mean that you have to know your daughter's a whore.
That's at least 33 people. At least.
I'm a feminist.
So you'll be okay.
I'm a feminist.
Seeing your daughter get a train ran.
Seeing is crazy.
That's what I said.
You didn't say seeing, you said hearing.
Hearing, seeing. Eventually, if I hear the shit, I'm going to see it.
How are you going to see it? You going to tell her, hey, go do it again so I can watch? Like, what?
Kids are scandalous. Kids record shit. They send shit out.
Hold on.
Like,
You think if I know that something like this is going on and I somehow run into this video that I'm going to click play on this motherfucker?
You don't know what it is. Unless they put a preview of the fucking like a screenshot of the picture front face and you like,
still not
oh, that's
playing.
my daughter face. What the fuck she doing? Play. And
why would you hit play?
The bitch like,
why would you hit play? Why would you hit play?
I'm just, it's my daughter. If it's just her face, like,
okay, but what if your daughter was an undercover whore though?
I don't think there's
like,
such thing.
No, because that's definitely a thing. Like, there's plenty of women out here who be fucking like everything and everybody, right? And their dad don't know. That has none the wiser.
Yeah, but
would you be alright with that?
Sometimes the man might just be clueless, and or the daughter is just that good at being scandalous, like hiding shit, being sneaky. Sure. I get it. Yeah, no.
But I'm saying, like, if that
what if
was
I
the
was
case,
one of those?
Yeah.
If I find out, like, it's just like, okay, now I want to fuck you up for being a hoe, but now I want to fuck these other niggas up for fucking you.
Okay, so like, I know it's us and like the heritage that we're from.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a thing. But I've recently heard like, and I kind of agree with it. Like the whites been saying like, you can't really monitor what your child is doing sexually, right? And I agree with that. But like at the end of the day, just like I own my bitch, I own my child.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Like you came from me. For your whole time on earth until I die, guess what? You belong to me.
Mm.
I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about that. That's the fact of the matter. As a Latino man, my girl and my kids, they belong to me. And you're never gonna convince me otherwise. That's mine. That's my property. I pay taxes on that. I get tax refunds on that. When you're married, do you not pay taxes and get tax refunds on it?
You do.
Do you not get tax free for your kids, right?
You're right.
That's my property. Thank you very much. Government told me both of y'all my property. Thank you very much.
I get that.
So, but also what I'll say is, while I'd rather have the daughter than the son, right? If I were to have a homosexual son, I would not want him to hide that from me.
Fair. And I'm going to also say this, though, just giving the rest of my opinion on that. For one, you can still teach and show your son how to be a man.
Yeah.
You can still teach and show them what masculinity is. No matter how little or how masculine or feminine your son wants to be as a gay man, you can still show them what masculinity is.
So here's the thing. If that was the case, right? I'm not raising no sissy.
No, 100%.
Like
if you do, I'm disowning you.
But also, okay, so here's what I also say, right? Oh, they're gonna kill me for this. I feel like having a homosexual son is you failing as a father. Because I don't care what the fuck anybody says. You could be a scientist. You could be a gay bitch. You could work at a bar downtown and not serve me. Sexuality isn't something you're born with. It's not. It's not a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
It is an environmental choice. I also think that the type of women that we choose is an environmental choice. Something in your life influenced you into the women that you choose. I could tell you exactly what pinpoints mine. I'm not going to, but I could. I am self-aware enough to tell you why I like the women that I like. So, me knowing that about myself, I don't think it's possible for me to have a gay son because I don't think you're born with it. And it's a core belief of mine. You are not born with your sexuality. It's developed.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
There's no 1-year-olds who are gay. Like, that's not a thing.
Right.
There's no 5-year-olds that are gay. That's not a fucking thing.
So let me ask this. Do you feel as if, let's just say you do have a son and they get to be in the age of 16, 17.
Okay.
This whole time, they may have mentioned a few girls here and there, whatever. They get to 18, graduating high school, and they tell you, like, yo, Dad, I got to tell you something. I'm gay, coming out gay.
Okay.
So, like, do you not believe in or see or understand, like, people may go into one sexuality, but then go into the next because whatever experiments they have?
Nah.
The only reason I ask you that is because I know people that have male and female.
I don't believe, and I know what you're about to say because you told this maybe 15 episodes ago where you like, my sister was gay and then she became straight.
Well, yeah, but not even. I'm just speaking more so from a man's perspective. Not me, but like I know a male.
But what I'm saying is, you can't go gay and come back straight, or you can't start straight and then go gay. This is all development, right? So wherever you're at, you're gonna be at with it. Like you were saying, like, do I think that somebody could find God and then be straight again? Like, no. You already did what you did.
You said find God and be straight again?
Yeah, like a gay person finds God and then comes back and then goes.
Was like I was delivered.
Yeah,
I'm not gay no more.
Yeah, that's like saying, do I think somebody can murder somebody and not be a murderer further in life? Like, no, you still did what you did.
Right.
Labels are just labels, though. Whether you want to be labeled it or not, you're going to be labeled it. So you might as well just come to terms with that. Mm-hmm. But yes, you can do something and then change your mind on it. That's perfectly possible.
I think that's what it is, though.
But you can't become something and then not be that anymore. Once you become something, you're always that. Lonnie, if you sucked a dick today, you would forever be a dick sucker. To the day that you die, you'll be a dick sucker. Nah, you'd be a dick sucker, bro.
Okay.
I would never not call you a dick sucker. Like that guy, that's Lonnie. He's my best friend. He's also a dick sucker. That's how I'd introduce you. I'd have to introduce you that way.
Because people change their minds all the time.
And that's straight. You can change your mind.
So you
can't
feel like
undo something you already did.
If a boy starts straight, goes gay, and come back straight.
I don't think that's a thing. I've never heard of it.
Not even for a female? Because, like...
I've heard of females doing it, but I also think, like...
What if she start out female, go nigga, then go back gay as a woman?
Wait, what? She starts gay, tries a couple dudes, and then goes back gay?
Right.
Experiments. That means them dudes wasn't putting it down.
612. Experiment 612. Like 659.
That means that dude was not putting it down. He ain't know how to hit it.
Either that or she just genuinely don't like dudes. Like,
yeah, but okay, so here's the thing, right? If you're like me, I'm a fucker. All right?
mm-hmm.
I be fucking. Okay? So like if I put it down correctly,
you coming back.
You gonna want that shit.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't care and I just don't want to be there, and it's only happened once or twice where I didn't want to be there and I just got a nut or didn't even get a nut and then just walked away. Okay, that's one thing. I could understand. But like if I'm putting it down, I'm a fucker, bro, because I like fucking.
Right.
That's my shit. Nah, you ain't gonna choose the other side of that. So that just means the dudes that she was fucking just ain't. She wanted to go back to the girls. But also, you're into whatever you're into, right? Like,
yeah, I'm not knocking that.
Like, that's another reason why I want to say that people aren't born gay. Because, like, if you experience something and you're into this, that's just what you're into.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you may never experience the other side of day in your life, so you might not know. But at the same time, like, you know I'm into this. That's what I'm into.
I can dig it.
But you can't be born gay because you can't know something until you know it.
Yeah, I don't think you can be born gay.
Until you start fucking, you don't know that you're gay. No homo.
No, that's true.
I'm just following it with a no homo. That's
I don't think that's possible either. You can't be born gay, and you won't know if you're gay or not until you start having sex.
I'll also say that you can't be born straight neither.
You don't know what you are.
It's all life experiences until you get to the point.
And it's not what they call it, non-binary either.
Nah, I mean that this shit that we're talking about is not for children anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like none of this shit. This is shit you have to experience towards your adult. Like I'm not gonna be naive and say people don't be fucking before they're 18 because that happens.
Because they do.
But towards that point and then past that point is when you find all this out.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, hopefully. Anything else is just, I don't even want to speak on it because I got a very strong stance on that. Like that's, but yeah, I don't give it. What? So you said whore, or you said gay son. I said whore daughter. Having said that, given the choice, either one, like, it really don't matter what I pick. If either one was a thing, it would just be a thing. Like, I'm not gonna OD about it. What is that gonna do? What is over? Oh, that's grand coming from me. But what is overreacting gonna do about something?
Nothing.
Except for make it worse.
It's gonna make it worse. Yeah, you're just gonna show a whole lot of emotions, and then you're gonna look crazy afterward. Like I just don't see what the point is.
It's like when I'm gonna overreact in a very,
let's not.
Very, very aggressive way. But yeah, so we have covered everything that we came to cover today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just ask you this.
Talk to me.
What would you do if you nutted in a girl's mouth and she spit it out?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I don't want everybody to think that I really condoning beating on women, but like I might punch on you. Cause like
that's fair.
like the baby said it best. He said, "This rich nigga dick, it ain't free."
Oh, okay, I don't understand how that correlates.
So,
but sure.
Before that, he said, "Don't spit my nut out. This rich nigga dick, it ain't free." So like, swallow my nut. My kids are very
I see
rich.
What you're saying now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Like,
I'll be getting offended.
Very nutritious.
If a girl spit my nut out, bro, I'll be getting offended.
Cause like, why you don't like to swallow?
Not even that, but like, yo, like, what's wrong with my shit? Having said that, like, episode, what was it? Was that episode 13, 11, some shit? Where I talked about that one instance where shorty had sat on my face and I had tasted my own nut. You know what I'm talking about? You remember that? Y'all remember that? Y'all probably ain't remember that. I can't lie though. That shit was gross. I could never.
I can never say
that
I've
shit,
ever tasted my own nut.
That shit tastes like battery acid, bro. And it's not. Hold on, no homo, but
hey yo,
that shit not gay because it was my own nut. But
that is gay.
No, it's not gay. It's my shit, bro. That shit came out of my body.
However you look at it,
into her vagina.
However you look at it, it's still gay.
And then she sat on my face, which I don't understand why she would do that. I feel like she was trying to be funny or something. Well, I did tell her to sit on my face, but I ain't like in between the nutting and her sitting on my face. I didn't have time to be like, yo, don't do that anymore.
Yeah, don't ever.
That was, and I should have never told that story, right? I should have took that to the grave.
Yeah, because I'm running with that.
But you know me, like I'm a very open book, you know. So I ain't never gonna hold nothing to myself.
Yeah,
y'all can know everything. But yeah, so I don't like if Shorty spit out my nut, I'll be angry to say the least.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I like the little after effect when you be sucking me after I nut.
So here's the thing.
Sorry.
This is crazy. If a girl swallow your nut, you still kissing her?
She gotta brush her teeth.
Oh yeah.
I can't after you suck my dick. Like no amount of water, no amount of juice. Like
I be kissing the bitch still. I don't care.
You out your rabbit ass.
I don't care.
No, let me say this. I
don't care. I don't care.
This is me contradicting myself.
That's my dick.
Listen.
Dog. Like what?
Hey yo.
So you want to taste your own dick?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like I take care of this thing. This thing is attached to my body.
Okay.
So nothing I could do. That's like saying beating your dick is gay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you was beating the dick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my shit. Like I don't care. Like if a bitch give me head, I'm still gonna kiss the bitch.
Because like, but you gotta think about it. So like you've been, I just can't. Like
You don't be taking showers before you fucking go fuck?
I mean, I have taken showers before I went and had sex.
I always go take a shower.
But what I'm saying is like, I'm not nutting in a female's mouth. She swallows it. You gotta think about it. That shit is kind of still sitting there.
No, it's not.
And it's still in her mouth. She's not swallowing every last drop and every last bit of it.
She is.
No, there's no way. But anyways, like
Bobby,
I'm saying,
she is.
No, bro. Like, think about it. Like, I'm not kissing no female after I just nutted in her mouth.
Oh.
I feel like that's rightfully disgusting.
All right.
This fucking disgusting, bro.
It is what it is, dog. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna
now,
change no
I will
shit.
say this, and I am contradicting myself when I say this. I will kiss a female after I just ate her pussy and made her nut.
It's the same shit.
Or squirted.
It's the same shit. Okay, so
I don't feel.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
A nigga's nut is different from a female's nut.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
If you finger a bitch, right?
Uh-huh.
You all in there. Are you not making her suck herself off your fingers?
I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, you different. You way different.
I'm doing it.
You're out of pocket. You were downright wilding.
Call it what you want.
Wilding.
I need you to
Let me tell you why I make them lick themselves off my finger, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm in you,
no, I get what you. I know what you're trying to say.
Exactly,
Yeah. I get it.
Here's the thing: if you don't suck them fingers, guess what? I'm not going in there, and I'm definitely not eating it out. Now, if you suck them fingers,
yes,
and you're willing to take yourself and you're okay, I'll do whatever the fuck with it because I know that you're confident enough in that, right? If a bitch suck my dick, how dare I not fucking kiss her?
Right.
That's crazy.
But also,
that's like thinking my own dick dirty.
Just sucking your dick and letting and her letting you nut in her mouth.
Okay,
and then kissing her after.
But here's the thing, right? And I've said this.
Maybe you just different. Maybe you just different because you tasted your own nut. I don't know. Like.
This is why I don't tell you shit. This is why I don't tell you shit. Is everything a fucking joke to you?
I'm just saying.
Everything a goddamn joke to you, man.
Is that supposed to be serious?
It was vulnerable.
I took it as vulnerable.
I gave you a vulnerable moment that happened in my life that I didn't want to ever tell anybody about. I told you in this entire fucking platform about it. And now you over here making jokes about the shit.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even mean to do it.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't asking for that.
I'm just saying.
I said, shorty around my face, and then she's like, hold on, I want a couple more. I want to bounce up and down a little bit more. And I was like, no, just. And then she did what she wanted to, and then there was not on.
Right, I get it.
And like a little bit seeped through, and then I just didn't know. It was a moment. It was a moment.
Listen,
sometimes you get caught in the moment.
Listen, I get it.
I don't feel like you do.
Like,
because it's never happened to you.
I don't understand it.
Yes,
but I get it.
You don't get it.
No, I get it.
You don't get it.
I just don't understand it because I've never been put in that situation.
I was so mad.
But like,
I was so angry. And then I told Shorty, like, how do you? You're a fucking monster if you swallow this shit.
But what I'm getting at is like, like I said in the very beginning of our episodes, I've done and still will do a smell test. And what I mean by that is like, I'm a finger a female, and I might just casually glide that bitch across my face.
I'm taking the work out of all that.
Just make her.
Fair. You gonna suck yourself off my fingers, and if you
I feel like you should be able to smell that when a female take her panties off.
No, for sure. But like, here's the thing, right? Because there's not always a smell with.
Not always. You're right.
Certain things, right? So if I go to put this in your mouth, and you're like, nah, we ain't fucking.
Yeah.
You got me fucked up.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm there with you.
Now, if you like a fucking little freak that you are, you little nasty bitch, you suck that shit? Oh, because here's the thing. A guy like me, right? No diddy, but I'm a real freaky nigga. I'm going to do some things. Right? I even to the point where I might eat some butt, suck some toes.
That's not that freaky.
There's
pretty
other
casual.
Things. Okay. Well, okay, Diddy. Calm down.
I'm just saying.
Diddler. Because that shit not normal. That's like
eating ass.
That's okay. So like I'm talking about that's not intermediate level. That's like professional level. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Like you start eating ass and shit. You in the NBA. You ain't in high school basketball no more.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have some experience.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just eating that. If you eating ass off the rip, bro, you a different type of motherfucker.
Oh no.
You different.
I
don't ever want to be around anybody who ate ass the time they lost their virginity because you are different, my guy.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
You liable to just wear a shiesty everywhere you go. That's the type of motherfucker I think be eating ass off the rip. You gotta develop your skills into that. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
This shit like anything else, you gotta develop skills. But yeah, nah, if a girl don't lick herself off of me, I'm not. I'm done. I'm done for the day. We're not fucking.
That's fair.
We're not fucking.
Go get in the shower.
I'm not licking you down.
You dirty. Never mind.
Cause you know I like to lick girls like stamps.
Mm-hmm.
But not all of them can get it. You have to deserve getting licked like a stamp. What's your go-to move? Like as far as foreplay?
The helicopter.
Oh my god. That's a crazy go-to move.
Jumping off the dresser. No, it's funny.
The helicopter is crazy.
My go-to move, doing role play.
No, during foreplay, not role play.
Foreplay. I don't know.
Oh, you be role playing, my guy?
I've never role played.
Crazy.
I've never role played.
I haven't either.
Foreplay. Okay, foreplay.
Yeah.
Only because like it's my number one. It's what I'm highly good at and highly talented in. I'm eating pussy off the rip, but also kissing.
I mean, kissing cool, eating pussy cool. Mine is sucking titties.
Me suck. Damn, I don't want to really out myself.
I feel like I'm the LeBron of sucking titties, meaning I'm the GOAT.
I feel you. And
don't nobody suck some titties like I suck titties.
I was just about to say, like, I really don't want to out myself, but fuck it. Like, me sucking titties is me, like, eating pussy.
I'm so confused.
There's just not the extra hole. So, like, you can't really do much other than, like, suck, nibble a little bit.
Yeah, like you gotta use your tongue.
Yeah,
that's how I know how to roll my R's.
Cause like I ain't gonna lie, I think of the nipple as the clit.
I can see that
every single time.
I be trying to have fun with it.
Yeah, right.
Especially when a girl like really into that, like
if she like her titties being stuck, and that's like one of her biggest
I've
things. That's stimulation.
I've had girls that told me that they didn't like their titties being sucked, and then they're like, but then with you it was different. That's why I'm the LeBron of this shit.
Yeah, when you touch or strike a different nerve in a female sexually, oh, she not coming up off you for a long ass time. Like you gonna have to be the one to break that news. Like, yeah, we can't do this no more.
The only time that's ever happened to me, because like I had a girl like that I was just enamored with, and she loved the sex, but like I was just doing so much fuck shit that like mentally she finally was like, all right, enough of you.
Right.
But like it took a long time to be enough of me. That's where I struggle at.
Females having enough of you?
Well, like me just being the menace that I am, and like it just being like, all right, like I'm like fuck. Like I don't want to end this, but goddamn, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like when girls call me a piece of shit, I can see why they say that. I don't agree, but I can see why they say that. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 87 with Duce Nights. Whoa. This has been episode 87 of Duce Nights with LV.
I'm Lonnie.
Alonzo.
That's Victor.
In the morning.
Continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram, our personal pages, as well as the pod page, X/Twitter.
Yeah, follow my ex at hey. Never mind.
His personal Snapchat, his premium Snapchat. Follow him on that.
$10 for the premium snap. You get booty hole pictures every day.
Merch is dropping soon.
On phone now.
We gonna get that out to y'all. And yeah, we gonna continue to produce for y'all each and every week. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, loving on us, because we're gonna continue to love on y'all and continue to produce, like we said. So we're gonna close out with a toast real quick. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink.
Make sure that one's empty. And just like that, we gone.